So let's have a look at what happened at Misfits on Saturday night. I will be honest here, majority of the card was fucking horrendous. I tuned in for Slim versus Salt Pappy, and that was not the fucking best fight, is it? Slim just did, yeah. If you lose 4 stone, there's going to be consequences in its own ways. And one of them was that Salt Pappy didn't have the power. Whereas before he may have had that power behind him. And obviously being a little bit lighter, I don't think his chin was quite as good as what it may have been or should have been. I also think that it's embarrassing. So let's look at the co-main events first, okay? Dylan Danis versus Logan Paul. Now, Dylan Danis got there by being a troll. Dylan Danis got a lawsuit because he's a fucking troll. Don't get me wrong, jiu-jitsu, he is great. He is fucking immense. His narrative now is that you didn't put me out, you didn't knock me out, you didn't finish me, it went all the fucking way. If you are going into a boxing match, not really wanting to win, but not wanting to do anything either, like, there was more smiling at each other, running away and fucking all that shit than anything else. I get the pantomime, I get the fucking get people involved and all that shit, but fuck me, it was horrendous. Like, don't get me wrong, I believe Logan Paul should have lost in the round where the security guards came in early. Two security guards came in early in one of the rounds. That is a DQ. DQ, done, game over. I don't care what you say, it's game over, done, DQ. To go on your back and open guard, I think was ridiculous. Yes, once again, the pantomime, the thing. Dylan Danis did what we thought Dylan Danis would do. I will be honest with you, I thought Dylan Danis would have fucking turned up, at least thrown a few punches, at least fucking solidified the trolling abuse that he's given Logan for the last fucking how many years. I just think that as someone who is a MMA fighter, he has been fully exposed into just being a pretty much a ground game now. Logan Paul is Logan Paul, isn't he? He did what he needed to do. I don't think that... I don't think there's any need for us ever to see that fight again. I don't think there was anything conclusive. The single leg was fucking horrendous. The pantomime at the end was fucking stupid. I don't get this. There was extra time added on. There was 10 seconds, and by the time it all kicked off, it was 18 seconds later or something. I don't get it. I don't get what was going on. I think a lot of it was staged, stunted, and we all know it's clickbait, social media and stuff like that, and they've got us talking. I'm doing it right now. I'm okay with that. It is what it is, sort of thing. Sort of thing. And then the main event was fucking horrendous. The main event was the worst main event I think I've ever seen. Ever. Like, the game plan from KSI was clear. Okay? Be very unconventional. He's clearly been training with MVP. This fucking very unconventional way of boxing. Like, it's not boxing, it's like free-flowing sort of, like, amateur, let your hands down, duck and... yeah, it's not great, is it? Let's be realistic about it. It's not great, and it was such a terrible fight. Like, I don't care what you say, like, Tommy Fury is not at a British title level. Let's be honest. He is not. And listen, this is my own opinion with it. I do not believe Tommy Fury can compete with the top 10 of the British rankings. I think he may be up top 5 in a regional, but I don't think he'd ever win a British title. And I think he'd be a lot prouder going down the British title route. And I understand money pays the bills and all this, but like, I just don't get it. I really, really don't. I would feel embarrassed putting that performance on myself, especially when I mean, if you've been brought up as a boxer and not to be able to put someone like KSI away, who you've got a size advantage. The size difference was insane. A fully rehydrated Tommy Fury, no excuses behind that. No excuses behind that. I think, even though Tommy Fury won the fight, from what the judges say, I still think that KSI won, personally. I still think Tommy Fury lost the fight overall because of the performance. You can agree, you can disagree, I understand. It's my own opinion, it's what I think. I don't think we need to see Tommy Fury back in the YouTube boxing scene. No, I don't think so. He's done the KSI, he's done Jake Paul. I do believe we need to see KSI versus Jake Paul. I think that's the next fight to put on, and I think the narrative behind it's great, okay? I think the narrative behind that is brilliant. I think fucking go for it. I think that is the next fight to do. But the rest of it, I just don't know where you're going. Like, apparently it's 2.4 million pay-per-views, which I said it would break British records. And if this is correct, it's fucking annihilated the record of 1.2 mil, I think it was. So the record was 1.83 mil, which was Anthony Joshua versus Joseph Parker. Apparently this is bigger. Put it this way, it did half the numbers of Pacquiao versus Mayweather, which is fucking insane, by the way. Yeah, 1.83 mil. So it nearly doubled David Haye versus Tony Bellew. Now that shows you that there's scene for it, there is publicity for it, there is an audience for it. I don't understand why the event was so late. Like, why is the ring walks at fucking midnight? Like, what the fuck is going on? It's a 6-round fight. That should not be happening. The co-main event was a 6-round fight. It should not be happening. I think there's too much pantomime and drama in it. And I get the narrative of it all. It is WWE in a boxing form. Simple as that. But yeah, it is what it is with it. We've got to move on. I don't know who the biggest idiots are. Them for believing that they're boxers, or us for fucking staying up and watching it. I don't know whatsoever. But yeah, what were your opinions on the fights? I think KSI won. I think he won the first 3 with a point deducted. He's 4-0 up going into the 4th round. Somehow lost the fight. I don't know how. Do I think it's a robbery? The rounds were close. We've got to understand the rounds were close. I don't understand how the referee can change the cards and all that. I really, really don't. I don't get it. I really, really don't. Dylan Danis again, someone who is just fucking made a bit of a mockery of himself, to be honest with you, I think. Yeah, not great, was it? What did you think of the fights? Let me know in the comments. And who do you think is next? I think Jake Paul versus KSI, end of the year. Sorry, into start next year or something. I think that makes great sense. Logan will ride off to the sunset of the WWE. You've got likes of Till versus Mike Perry, maybe, which I don't think anyone wants to. Yes, people want to see the fight, but not into the scale of Misfits. Let's be fucking realistic about it. No one wants to see that in Misfits. We want to see that at UFC. We want to see that in Bellator. We want to see that in MMA. We want to see it with fucking proper rules, not fucking the pantomime boxing fucking shit rules. We want to see that. 2 MMA fighters, MMA fight, even if it's in fucking Cage Warriors or something like that, or fucking PFL. We don't really want to see it at Misfits. I think both of them are much better than that. Even bare knuckle boxing would be fucking better. And it'd be better as in spectator wise, but for CTE probably wouldn't. And I don't think Perry's too far from it, to be honest. He's been hit. He defends his punches with his granite chin. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think.